Alright, I'm doubly pissed off now, and I apologize that my microphone quality is bad, but I just recorded a video bitching out fucking companies and shit, and my microphone wasn't working, and so the video I recorded was a dud. Yeah, it was a dud. Fucking bullshit, right? Anyway, I'm here, I'm pissed off, I'm reading this book. It's called The Emperor Wears No Clothes. I've been reading this book for like 2 minutes now, and I'm already like heated. You wanna know why I'm heated? Because I'm heated about a special plant, and the plant is called hemp. But not only hemp, because hemp is related to marijuana, and they're pretty much like similar, same shit. And that this is why. I'm just gonna read some of the article to you, an article in here that so you can understand why I'm so angry. Fuck. So right, there's this company, right? No. I don't even know where to begin. I figured it. The incense is nice. The incense is good?
Yeah.
The incense is good. Alright, so this is about something that's very close to my heart. It's about hemp, like I said. This is what hemp can do for the world to save the fucking planet from. Okay, let me just read you an interview between Steve Rawlins, the highest rank officer of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. He's assigned by the American government to reverse the effects of greenhouse gas, and he is fucking clueless. The guy that wrote this book interviews him, and this is what he has to say, alright? So it's like, if you could have any choice, what would be the ideal way to stop or reverse the greenhouse effect? He said, stop cutting down trees and stop using fossil fuels. And the guy responds with, well, why don't we? Because there is no viable substitute for wood, for paper, or for fossil fuels. Why don't we use an annual plant for paper and for biomass to make fuel? Well, that would be ideal, he agreed. Unfortunately, there is nothing you can use that could produce enough materials. Okay. Now this is where hemp comes in, because hemp can do all this shit. And this is what he has to say about hemp. Well, what would you say if there was such a plant that could substitute for all wood, pulp, paper, all fossil fuels, and would make most of our fibers naturally, make everything from dynamite to plastic, grow in all 50 states, and 1 acre of it would replace 4.1 acres of trees used to make paper, and that if you used about 6% of the US lands to raise it as an energy crop, even on the marginal lands, poor lands bad at growing food, hemp would produce 75 quadrillion billion BTUs needed to run America each year. This is viable information. This can be backed up. And now I'm going to explain to you why fucking this shit is illegal. Alright. A conspiracy to wipe out the natural competition. In the mid-1930s, alright, so hemp was like a staple crop all across America for a while, and people were arrested if they didn't grow enough during shortages. Just to give you a background on it, hemp was a worldwide farmed plant, okay? The reason why it became less popular later on was because for a while there was a period where it was too expensive to buy the machines needed to manufacture hemp. Not manufacture it, but like exploit the properties it had. But eventually, it says here, in the mid-1930s, when the new mechanical hemp fiber stripping machines and machines to conserve hemp's high cellulose pulp finally became state-of-the-art, available, and affordable, the enormous timber acreage and business of Hearst paper manufacturing division in Kimberly-Clark, USA, St. Regis, and virtually all other timber, paper, and large newspaper holding companies stood to lose billions of dollars and perhaps go bankrupt. So hemp threatened all other businesses that depended on things like fossil fuels and plastics generation, like all that crap. It threatened those businesses which America ran on because coincidentally, so it threatened to bankrupt them. And coincidentally, in 1937, DuPont had just patented processes for making plastics from oil and coal, replaceable by hemp, as well as a new sulfite process for making paper from wood pulp that can just be cut out with hemp. According to DuPont's own corporate records and historians, these processes accounted for over 80% of all the company's railroad car loadings over the next 60 years. 80% of their fucking railroad car loadings was based out of this sulfite process to create paper out of wood pulp and fucking plastics from oil and coal. Like, that could have all just been cut off. Like, that didn't have to be created. It could have been made from hemp. If hemp had not been made illegal, 80% of DuPont's business would never have materialized, and the great majority of the pollution which has been poisoned our northwestern and southwestern rivers would not have occurred. In an open marketplace, hemp would have saved the majority of America's vital family farms, and probably have boosted their numbers, despite the Great Depression of the 1930s. It could have been the wonder drug that brought people out of the 1930s, okay? However, competing against environmentally sane hemp paper and natural plastic technology would have jeopardized the lucrative financial schemes of Hearst, DuPont, and DuPont's chief financial banker, Andrew Mellon, of the Mellon Bank of Pittsburgh. Fuck you, Andrew Mellon. Fuck you, corporations. Fuck you, because this country is out of a plant called hemp, which it needs. And weed's good too.